My video will be on the optical telescope. An optical telescope is a telescope that collects light, mainly for the visible part of the spectrums human can see, and uses the light to magnify a photograph or collect data through electronic image sensors. The telescope's ability to gather light is based primarily off of the aperture of the object. So the larger the object, the greater detail you can produce in your images. The history of the optical telescope dates back as far as the times of the ancient Greek philosophers, who knew how the theory of refracting and reflecting light worked. The advances continued as the telescope was first made in early modern Europe. In 1608, the first recorded optical telescope was created that refracted light using the technology of the first used spectacles in the Netherlands. Galileo improved upon the lenses and made the first telescope used for astronomical purposes. Galileo utilized the designs of Hans Lespiere's convex lens and concave lens to create this telescope. You may be asking, well, how do these telescopes work? The first simplest form of an optical telescope is a refracting telescope. It is made up of two lenses. A reflecting telescope has a lens and a dish-shaped mirror. To first understand how telescopes work, we have to understand how our eyes work. Take, for example, that you're looking up at the stars. You can see the light that enters the pupils of your eyes. This light then passes through the lens of the eyes, which is focused in on a point on the retina. The retina lies in the back, halfway in the back of your eyes. The brain interprets the nerve impulses the light creates, and your brain sees the star. Now to discuss the actual physics of the telescope. In a refracting telescope, we use the use of diagonal prism or lens. It uses a lens almost exactly how the eyes do to collect light. The telescope gathers a large bundle of incoming light rays and condenses it down to refocus it on the eye. The larger the telescope, the brighter and greater distances you can see. The other type of telescope, the reflecting telescope, is made up of the eyepiece lens set, the diagonal mirror, which bounces light coming in from the objective out to the side, and lastly, the objective mirror, which is a concave parabolic face that gathers light and reflects back to the focused image. The starlight is entering from the right in this image. It is reflected off the objective mirror onto the diagonal mirror, which sends the image up to the eye. These curved mirrors can bend light and make parallel lines converge to a focus. And that is the basic of optical telescope. As Doctor Who says, we're all stories in the end. Just make it a good one, eh? And I may say that was a good one.